Hey, Shalom, Israel. You live with the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge under Commander General Yohana. Priest and Captain Sakawar, man, coming to y'all live from Orange Mound, Memphis, Tennessee. Wanted to come here and do this video to speak to the people of Memphis about my time and my experience being down here. 2019, Commander General Yohana sent me down here, man, to bring the truth to the brothers and the sisters of the city of Memphis. I was commissioned to come and find the men and the women that have a heart and a mind towards the Most High, that want a better life for themselves than the one that they've been offered by their oppressor. And in my time being down here, I've met a lot of people. I've experienced what it's like to be a Memphian. I've established some relationships, made some bonds, would even say that I have friends here in the city of Memphis, Tennessee. And in my time being down here, man, I've grown to love Memphis, man. It's become home to me. And I know that the city of Memphis, Tennessee has the potential to be what the Bible describes as the kingdom of heaven. And when I first came down here to Memphis, I understood that this was a city that was what they called in the Bible Belt, in that part of America, a part of America where Christianity reigns supreme in the minds and the hearts of the people. You know what I'm saying? The Bible Belt is where you have all of those mega churches and the evangelical preachers, and you got the Kojic Church and the Southern Baptist Conference and all those different religious institutions that keep our people locked into the belief and the mindset and the spiritual outlook that was given to us by our oppressor. But what I've experienced down here in Memphis is that there's not a lot of people that are actively involved in church. Whether you go to my generation, which is the babies born in the 70s or 80s, or you come to this newer generation with the kids born in the 90s and the 2000s, it's almost as though the people here have become disillusioned with the church. They become disillusioned with what religion offers us in terms of a way to look beyond our current situation and circumstances. And so there's a potential that exists here to free brothers and sisters' minds and spirits from the lies that our oppressor taught us with that religion. The problem is, though, down here, particularly in Memphis, is there's a lack of exposure to other ideas and thoughts and beliefs that go beyond Christianity. See, I come from Washington, D.C., and I was born in a Christian family. And when I came of age and I started to read the Bible for myself and was going to church, I was quickly able to see that what I was reading in the Bible was not at all matching up with what was being taught in the church. And what that allowed me to do was, when I recognized that what I was reading didn't match up with what was going on in the church, I was able to go other places to search for answers. I had partners I grew up with that did time in jail. They came home, they were Muslim. I was able to go talk to them about Islam and go to the mosque and ask questions. You know, when I couldn't get the answers there, I was able to go to different bookstores or different black events and black gatherings that were going on in the city and be able to gain understanding and knowledge and information from other people who had other trains of thoughts and other cultures. Sadly, that doesn't exist here in Memphis. Maybe not sadly. Maybe it's fortunate that that doesn't exist here in Memphis. But here in Memphis, they know Christianity. Anything outside of that is foreign to them. It's scary to them. And there's a lot of brothers and sisters in my time since being here that I've had conversations with, and I've expounded the wisdom that I've learned under Commander General Yohana from the Bible on many different topics and many different situations and circumstances and many different things that we encounter in our daily lives. And a lot of times brothers will say, man, I like what you said about that, man. Man, I was wise, man. Or, man, where you hear that from, Chief? And they be down with me. They be rolling strong with everything I be bringing out. Till I tell them to come to class. Till I tell them I'm an Israelite. Till I tell them that everything I believe I learned in the Bible and they can learn it too. It's almost as though they're ready to hear and they're ready to be, they looking for leadership and guidance. As soon as you tell them that it's coming from out the Bible, or you tell them that you're an Israelite, There's a shutdown mechanism that activates inside of them. And that's unfortunate because in my time being here in Memphis, man, what I've learned is there's a lot of beautiful people that's in this city. A lot of people that are loving and caring and compassionate. They love black people and they want to see our people doing better. They want to see our people rising. They know that the oppressor is the devil. They know that they're being oppressed. They see what's happening around them, but at the same time, they've been taken advantage of and been misused and been beaten down by one another so much that hearing from someone that there's a place where they can go, where they can learn, and that they can be comforted, and that they can be cared for, and that their loving and nurturing, compassionate spirit won't be taken advantage of is like, it's too good to be true. And my prayer for those brothers and sisters is that one day they'll realize that the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge is the place where brotherhood and sisterhood exist in its perfection because of the lessons that we learn from our King Christ, because of the words that the Most High gave us to establish his laws and his blueprint on how to establish a community and how to deal with one another in love and in righteousness. You know what I'm saying? I feel for the brothers and sisters down here who have a lot of pride, right? Memphis is a city where if you made it to the stage of 17, 20, 24, 30, can't nobody tell you anything about surviving. Can't nobody tell you that you ain't doing what you're supposed to be doing because, hell, you made it out. You got you a job, you paying your bills, you taking care of your kids, and while you should be proud of that. And you deserve to be acknowledged for how hard you fought and how much you've endured and all the things that you've overcome to be where you are in life. You know that you could be better. And for the brothers and the sisters in this city who know that they deserve better, who know that they could be doing better, who know that there's more to life than what they currently have access to, you can't be too prideful to ask for help. You can't be so proud that nobody can tell you where you're wrong. You can't be so proud that no one else can tell you what to do. And that's the problem with people who are in the midst of oppression and who don't know how to trust. You know what I'm saying? It was just like that where I came from. DC was one of those cities, man, where, you know what I'm saying, it was a struggle. It was rough. It was hard to make it out. When you made it out, you felt like, shit, nigga, I'm doing the damn thing. Can't nobody tell me nothing, man. I know what, you know what I'm saying? I know what I'm doing. I'm handling my business. And down here in Memphis, it's almost as though brothers and sisters wear struggle like it's a badge of honor. It's almost as though, you know, you're not really living unless you struggle, unless you're going through it. And I want y'all to know, man, it's one thing to struggle. It's one thing to survive. But it's another thing to live. And what the Most High wants is for us to live. And living is not about how much money is in your bank account. It's not about how fresh your clothes are. Living ain't about how many women you able to knock down or, you know, what man you got putting money in your bank account. Living is about doing what you know is right and being the best that you're capable of being. And I can only speak from experience. There's no place where you're going to be able to get to that place, that point in your life, except by coming back to the Most High, understanding the truth of who you are according to that Bible, and doing the things that the Most High said to do. Once we're able to get that here, once the brothers and the sisters are able to find out that there's a place where they can come and they can learn and they can grow and they ain't got to worry about being taken advantage of or being used or mistreated, sky's the limit for Memphis, Tennessee, man. The kingdom of heaven, we can have it right here, right in Orange Mound. Memphis is one of them, I call it a big little city. The people that's on the outside, you come to Memphis and you be like, oh man, it's so nice and big as the Mississippi River and Beale Street. But for the people that live here, you know, it's the store at the corner or, you know, the spot that used to be the mall down the street. Like, Memphis just a round the way type city. Like, I'm from the Mound, you know what I'm saying? I'm from South Haven. I'm from You know what I'm saying? I'm from Hollywood. I'm from the Haven. I'm from East Memphis. You know what I'm saying? I'm from Raleigh. I'm from like it's one of them cities where you just from around the way. You know what I'm saying? And there's a lot of love and a lot of brotherhood and a lot of unity in the places where it exists here in Memphis, man. These people love each other, man. They down for each other. They'll ride for each other. I know what that looks like when we have it in its perfection. And I want it for this city. I want it for these brothers. I want it for these sisters. But we can't get there unless we know how to do it. And so for any brothers and sisters in Memphis, Tennessee, and the surrounding areas, if the Most High is dealing with you, if you know that you deserve better out of this life, if you know that if you want better for yourself, pick up the phone, man. Call 901-249-0085. Get in contact with the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge. Tuesdays through Thursdays from 6 to 8 p.m., we got classes at 3000 Walnut Grove Road in Suite 215. Come to class. Ask questions. Learn the truth. Don't just take my word for it. You like to study, you like to research, do that. You smoking, you getting high, you're battling with alcoholism, you got some issues and some problems. Don't worry about that, man. We'll sort all that out. Just come to class. With that, Priest and Captain Sakawar with the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge.